You ever walk into a tiny rental and immediately start playing real-life Tetris with your own suitcase? That split-second reaction, the little internal sigh, is literally guest perception happening in real time before they even say a word. Clutter is basically a silent narrator whispering, "Nobody planned this space." And guests hear it loud and clear. Your 5-star review is quietly being decided by whether there's a junk drawer avalanche waiting to happen the moment they open a cabinet. Here's the twist nobody expects. The fix for tiny spaces isn't buying more stuff, it's making the stuff you already have basically disappear when it's not being used. Think vertical instead of horizontal, because floor space in a small unit is basically the most expensive real estate in the building. Wall-mounted shelves, hooks near the door, and over-the-door organizers turn dead wall space into a whole extra room nobody paid rent on. Under-bed storage bins are the unsung heroes of short-term rentals everywhere. Extra linens, luggage, seasonal blankets, all of it vanishes under there like a magic trick, except the trick is just plastic bins with wheels. Multifunctional furniture is another sneaky move that works every single time. An ottoman that opens up for storage or a bed frame with drawers built in quietly does the job of 2 pieces of furniture while only taking up the footprint of 1. Let's talk kitchens for a second because tiny kitchens are where Clutter goes to throw a party. Stackable containers, a hanging pot rack, and magnetic strips for knives free up counter space so guests actually have room to make their morning coffee without shoving your blender out of the way first. Labeling matters way more than people think, and no, it's not just for control freaks. A guest who can find the spare towels in 3 seconds because there's a little label on the closet door is a guest who's already mentally writing you a good review. Closets deserve their own therapy session, honestly. Slim velvet hangers instead of bulky plastic ones can double your closet capacity, which sounds small until you realize it means guests aren't wrestling with a jammed closet door on day 1. Bathrooms are tiny disaster zones if you're not careful. A tension rod under the sink, a shower caddy, and a small shelf above the toilet turn wasted vertical inches into a spot for extra toiletries so the counter doesn't look like a hotel gift shop threw up on it. Here's a myth we need to squash. More decor does not equal more charm. It usually just equals more stuff to dust and more stuff to trip over. Minimal, intentional storage almost always reads as more thoughtful and more premium than a shelf packed with knickknacks. Guests are subconsciously comparing your space to a hotel room even if they'd never admit it. Hotels win on perception partly because everything has a designated spot. And that's a psychological trick you can absolutely steal for a rental that's 1/10 the size of a hotel suite. Rotating seasonal items into off-site or garage storage is a simple habit that pros swear by. You don't need every single item in that unit year-round, so store what's not in season and swap it in when the weather actually calls for it. Preparation genuinely beats decoration every time in this business. A slightly plain but perfectly organized space photographs better, functions better, and gets fewer annoyed messages at 11 at night about where the extra blanket is. So if you're building or fixing up a short-term rental and want more tips like this, or you're hunting for the next place to stay, do you want to learn more about our company? Check out our links in the description.